Hello everyone, this is your favorite Murted live once again, and today as always I have a very interesting topic. I hope you are going to like it. Please share the video in your social media platforms. Let the people come in, join in, and see what is happening in the West right now, especially what is happening in America, the so-called freedom of speech country. What is happening right now? It's a start, and it's a new bill. It's a new bill that is coming up, and thankfully, our very own representative Ilhan Umar is behind the legalization. Behind the legislation for new special NY to fight Islamophobia. The word Islamophobia, you know, that word in itself has a lot to say. That word in itself has a lot to say. And that's what we are going to see and look into in our today's video. There is an organization called CAIR, CARE, probably that's how they would pronounce it, but it's the Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations. And you can see my uh, thumbnail today. It is actually taken from this very web page. And Representative Umar, which is Ilhan Umar, and Sharoskias, I can't even pronounce that name, man, whatever the name is, bill to create a special NY for monitoring and combating combating Islamophobia. Wow. Wow. Welcome everyone who are in this live stream right now. Dragana Drenaris, who is always here. Praise Lord. Thank you. Gabriel Alpha, Muhammad Zanab. Wow, we have Muhammad Zanab here. That's good. Uh, Answering Islam. Hussein Mashni is here. Welcome, brother Hussein. Love for Muslims. Welcome, Lalaji. And Hussein, if you would like to join in, let me know. I will send you the link to join in. Siddharth, Patriot 316, Ajay, Ume Kurfa is also here. Wow, we have many 14th, 7th century women here. Amazing. Welcome, Mr. Captain, Christian Sloth. Welcome, everyone. So today we are going to look into this very important topic, Islamophobia legislation, which is coming up. What is it, and how Islam is, how people are taking Islam. By the way, before we go into this very subject, I would like to show you a video, a picture as well. The picture is this one. It's a Western girl holding a particular banner saying, I'm a Christian and I love the Quran. What kind of a Christian she is, you can obviously imagine. I think she have never read Quran. and probably she has never read her Bible as well. Because if she has read the Bible and she has read the Quran, I don't think she would ever hold this kind of a banner. This is what the Western media wants us to do. This is what that Ilan Umar wants everyone to do. This is what they expect everyone to act and react like, without any knowledge, without any information. Just do this. Because when the Muslims are low in number, they are very peaceful, loving people. And we know that even Muhammad, in the first 9 years of his life in Makkah, he was very peaceful, so and so that he did not even defended himself. So for as long as the Quran, we read the verses of the Quran which are revealed in Makkah before the migration, Quran is very good. It's one of the most awesome book that you would ever read. The problem is the verses of the Quran that are revealed in Medina, which abrogates the verses which are revealed in Makkah. And when Muslims are in West right now, they are less in number. And just by being less in number, they reveal and state the verses of the Quran which are revealed and stated in Makkah, just like when Muhammad was less in number, when the followers of Muhammad were less in number. And this is the same thing which the Muslims are showing us, that Islam is very peaceful. And quite frankly, this is probably what this girl has been taught or she read, and she loves the Quran. And she loves the Quran because she doesn't know even the basics of the teaching of Quran. She doesn't even know the basics of the teaching of Quran. Thank you, Proud Kafir, for your super chat. The book that is full of killing people are bound to have phobia. You're absolutely right, brother. And this is what we are going to show today. And thank you for your super chat as well. Umekurfa is saying 929 abrogates everything. That is also right. But we are going to see a lot of nice verses in Quran today. I've specially extracted them in a Word document so that I could go through them very fast. So let's just go through the document very fast before we go into our subject. CAIR, what is they saying, and what is the Islamophobia legislation that they are bringing up? Washington DC 10/21/21, which is like 6 days ago. The Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, the nation's largest Muslim civil rights and advocacy organization, today joined 31 other national groups in welcoming the introduction of Congresswoman Ilhan Umar and Jan Skoski. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, sorry about that. Combating International Islamophobia Act. International Islamophobia Act. If there is an Islamophobia act that they are combating, what will you call this? What's kafir? What is kafir? You know, Jews, Christians, Hindus, Zoroastrians, whatever, and even Sunnis will say Shias are kafir. Kafir, the word kafir comes out from the word kufr, the one who rejects and denies the true teaching of Muhammad, the true teaching of Islam, the true teaching of Allah, the one who do kufr. Quran is very clear on this subject that they are najas. Najas simply means unclean, filthy, untouchable. If you go to the tafsirs, the exegesis of the Quran, chapter number 9, verse number 28, where everyone who is a non Muslim, whether they are the people of the book, i.e., the Jews and the Christians, or they are anyone else, they are called kafirs and unclean, filthy, najas. They are kafir. This terminology is the most racist terminology in the history of racism. It says, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu innamal mushrikuna najas. O believers, the polytheists or mushrikuns are najas, unclean, filthy, untouchables. They are so filthy, so unclean, so najas that you should not even allow them to come near the Masjidul Haram after this year. So that is why, as a non Muslim, you cannot go to the Kaaba or near the Kaaba in Makkah. There is a certain road which is leading towards Makkah. At a certain point on the road, it says all non Muslims take the exit. Take the exit because now the area of Makkah is starting. This is how much it is there stated in the Makkah. Okay, you can't even get inside that area if you are a non-Muslim. Okay, let me show you the picture so that everyone will believe. Let's go to the picture. This is the picture, yeah. You would have seen this picture probably in many locations in the past as well, but because it's one of our subject line, so I'm showing this over here as well. It's very clear. Makkatul Mukarramah only for Muslims. So there is a road that if you're non-Muslim, you cannot take that exit. You cannot go towards Makkah on this road. And if you are on another road, it will ask you to take an exit. Okay. And you are not allowed as a non-Muslim to go there. Uh, there should be another board. I know that there is a board which says non-Muslims take an exit and don't go straight. So there are multiple, you can Google that. I don't have to like go and search all the images. You can Google these images on the internet, and you will see many images where non-Muslims are supposed to take an exit and they can't even reach or go after a certain location. There is another image. Wow, that's another image. There we go. Multiple images you can read. Makkatul Mukarramah, Muslimin only, right? You can see that. Very common. It's not a news. Maybe it's a news for some people. So that is why I am showing it out live over here for everyone to see. At the same level, what if it says right outside Washington, D.C., all non Christians take an exit? This is for Christians only. How will they feel? How will they feel? How will they feel if the same would be there in Washington, D.C.? Why can't they go to Mecca and say, this is kafir phobia? You should allow everyone to come near Mecca. It says Mecca, the city, is entirely off limits to non-Muslims. It includes the building and other mosques around Mecca and of course the Haram. Now, can you sneak by? Sure, you can dress in the ihram, the two-piece cloth, and you may not be questioned. However, consider that if you are caught, the punishment is entirely up to the judge. Okay, if you are caught, the punishment is entirely up to the judge. He can give you any kind of had punishment. Any kind of had punishment. So if you are in ihram, probably nobody will ask you because you are wearing an ihram which is of the dress, specific dress, which donates or shows that you are going for an umrah or pilgrimage. So probably you will not be questioned. But if you are caught that you are a non-Muslim, you'll be put to jail, and then there will be a trial, and then the punishment is something which will be entirely up to the judge. Thank you, Brother Love for Muslim, for your super chat. May the God bless you as well. Blessings of our Lord be with you, brother, as well. Why can't we hold up these kind of banners right in front of Makkah? Can we do that? Can we do that? These Muslims in the Western secular society comes up and asks for Islamophobia. But at the same time, are we allowed as a Christian, as a secular person, to go to Makkah with these kind of banners, the same type of banners that they hold in France, in Britain, in America? Can we hold these kind of banners and march towards Makkah Mukarramah and have a rally right outside the Haram? Right outside the Haram. Are we allowed to do that? If not, then kafir phobia is the most biggest thing in the world right now. Why does Elan Umar, Ilhan Umar, not say that we have to remove all kind of phobias, whether Islamophobia or kafir phobia. Why is it that she is not raising a banner saying that the verse Quran chapter number 9 verse number 28 has to be removed from the Quran because it calls everyone filthy, unclean, najis? Does she not know that her own Quran states this? Has she never read the Quran? Or is she also the type of a woman who has only read the verses of Quran which are Makkan verses and not the Madian verses? What is up with these people? Supposedly, and I'm going to say quotes in quotes, supposedly Quran is perfectly preserved, as we have seen that it is not, and as you have seen in my last two videos that Ibn Foban ran away even to write a single verse of Quran. Why? That the word verse can be read as qatl or qatl, which is either to fight or to killed. Killed, be killed. Prophets were killed. Why can't he write a single verse of Quran if Quran is supposedly preserved since the time of Muhammad? But for the sake of argument, let's assume that it is. Now, assume that it is, then why the hell will you not remove Quran chapter number 9 verse number 28 out of this Quran, which calls each and every non-Muslim najis? Or how about Quran chapter number 62 verse number 5, which says the example of those who were entrusted with Torah and they did not take it on, like that of a donkey. So the people of Torah, the Jews, the example of Jews is like donkeys. They are donkeys. Or why can't we read Quran chapter number 74, verse number 49 to 50? Then what is it with them that they are from the reminder turning away, that they are turning away from the reminder, as if they are alarmed donkeys? So anyone who is a non-Muslim who does not accept the Quran are like humr, donkeys, donkeys.
حمر.
They are donkeys. And by the way, the Western people, they say donkeys are very good. They are very hard worker and etc. etc. In the East, donkey is a very derogatory word. If you call somebody donkey, that is an insult to be called as a donkey. Or what about Quran chapter number 25, verse number 44? Cattles. Or do you think that most of them hear or reason? They are not except like livestock. Cattles. Let's see what it says. Cattle or sheep that follow without question whenever they are lead. Basically, this word should be used for Muslimin because they don't question. Allah said, do not question 511. Do not question. But anyhow, Quran is saying that all of these non-Muslims, the secular governments in which these bills are trying to be passed, the people like Elan Umar and the people like that Christian girl who said, I am a Christian and I love Quran, Has she not read these verses of Quran? That Quran calls them cattles, sheeps, goats that you can eat. Or what about deaf, dumb, and blind? Or what about a dog? Would you like to be called a dog? Let's see. And if we had willed, we could have elevated him thereby, but he adhered to the earth and followed his own desire. So his example is like that of a dog. A dog. Or how about the worst of all creatures? Quran chapter number 8, verse number 55. Indeed, the worst of the living creatures in the sight of Allah are those who disbelieve, are kafir, the ones who do kufr,
كفروا
the ones who do kufr, they are kafirs. And that's where this picture comes up. These kafir are the worst of all living beings. So basically, according to Islam, the book Quran, which is supposedly preserved since the time of Muhammad, it is the words of Allah revealed to Muhammad as is. And Jibreel came and gave these words to Muhammad, is saying that all of these non-Muslims, the Jews, the Christians, the Hindus, and I don't even know what the last word is. Anyhow, let's just say secular people, all of the secular people are kafirs. And they are the worst of all living creatures in the sight of Allah. Are you going to tell me that this is not kafir phobia? Is this not kafir phobia? What is kafir phobia if it is not kafir phobia? Or let's look at Quran chapter number 98, verse number 6. إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك هم wow. Everyone who disbelieve, even among the people of the scriptures and the polytheist, everyone is in this sentence. Min ahl al-kitab wa mushrikeen, from the people of the book and the mushrikeen. They are what? They are the worst creatures. So here it says worst of the living creatures, means you are worse than a cockroach, you are worse than an earthworm, you are worse than a lies which is in the head of Muhammad, and a lady used to take that lie out and crush it using her two thumbnails. Or the lies which the monkeys take out from another monkey. You must have seen that. Probably that's how Muhammad's lies would be taken out from his head. But anyhow, you are worse than them, worse than them, worse than those things. Yet, yet, there is an Islamophobia act, legislation, which is trying to be placed in America for all the world, for the whole world. So every summer, before the summer starts in the spring, people spray outside their homes so that these insects, crawling insects and flying insects, will be killed. This is how you can kill a kafir, probably, then, because they are worse than every living creature. So every living creature has some kind of a value that it provides. There is a value of every living creature. Insects have some value. But when it comes to non-Muslim and kafir, they are the worst of them. So basically, they don't provide any value. They are not even humans. Their existence has no value. If I'm saying a lie, prove me wrong. That's what Quran is saying. Yes, solution.team. No, mosquito still has a value. Then thank you, Vivian, for your super chat. May the Lord bless you as well. Mosquitoes still have some value. Flies has some value. But humans don't have any value according to Islam. So and so, they are the worst of the creatures. So we have a living creature in one verse, and in the other verse, the living part is gone. So basically, you are worse than a rock, because rock can serve a value as well. It can be used to build a house. A sand can be used to build something. A sand particle can be used. You are the worst of all created things of Allah. And you are telling me that there is a term called Islamophobia. When the Quran says this to everyone in the world, as a Christian, I don't believe atheism to be a right path. I don't believe agnosticism is a right path. I don't believe Hinduism is the right path. I don't believe Zoroastrianism is the right path. But do I go out and say these things to these people? Or do we consider them as humans? And they have the value to place their point and have a disagreement. But what if you would have a disagreement and you would say that Muhammad was a pedophile and he married a 9 years old girl at the age of 53, which is proven by the own Islamic sources? And what if you would say that Muhammad was a rapist because he had many slave girls, and the most important name in those slave girls is Mariat al-Qubtiya, who was given to him as a gift. So we would call him a rapist because he had sex with those slave girls. What if we would call Muhammad to be a person who had distributed women, women to his fellows, which they call Sahabi? What if we tell them that Muhammad was a pimp because he gave women for sex to his followers? What should happen to you at that time?
All the non-Muslims in India and keep a data bank and store it into the computer. Next time if they come to the Gulf country, whether it be Kuwait, whether it be to Saudi Arabia, whether it be to Dubai, whether it be to Indonesia, in the data bank it should be mentioned, okay, now they have abused the Prophet, which is not permitted by law, and they have abused Islam, bid them to task, have a case against them, arrest them and put them behind bar. Make it public that we have a data bank, don't reveal the names. The moment they come, arrest them, take them to the court of law, give them punishment. Believe me, most of these people who are BJP Bhakt, who are spreading venom against Islam, against the Muslim, they will get scared.
Hmm. Where are these teaching coming from? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about when these people say these kind of things, what incites them to say these things? What do you think is the reason behind this incitement of these people to say such words? And if you think that there is no relation and there is no Quranic verse behind these, then you are wrong. You are wrong, and once again, you have not studied the Quran and Hadith in its fullness. Let me show you some verses of the Quran which I specifically extracted into a Word document. Let's see what the Quran says about it. Like I said, there are some Makkan verses and there are some Madian verses. Let's see some of the Madian verses to begin with. Quran chapter number 2 verse number 191. And kill them wherever you overtake them and expel them from whatever they have expelled you from. Chapter number 2 verse number 193. And fight them until there is no fitna, the disbelief and worshipping of others alongside with Allah. 2216. Jihad, the holy fighting, is ordained for you, O Muslimin, though you dislike it. So Muslimin, even though that you do not like to fight, but it is ordained at you from Allah. So accept it. Quran chapter number 2, verse number 244. And fight in the way of Allah, and know that Allah is all hearing, all knowing. Chapter number 4, verse number 74. So let those fight in the cause of Allah who sell the life of this world for hereafter. And fight in the cause of Allah and is killed or achieve victorious. So either be killed or achieve victory. Those who believe fight in the cause of Allah, and those who disbelieve fight in the cause of Satan. So fight you against the friend of Satan. Then fight, O Muhammad, in the cause of Allah and incite the believers to fight along with you. Incite the believers to fight with you. Very peaceful religion, guys. 489. And kill them wherever you find them, and take neither Olia, means protector, nor helpers from them. 533. Whoever wage war against Allah and His Messenger is to be killed or to be crucified, or their hands and feet be cut off from the opposite side. So strike them over the neck and smite over their fingers and toes. 817. You kill them not, but Allah killed them. So basically, when you fight them and kill them, don't worry, don't take it on your heart and the mind. It's not you who's killing them, it is Allah who's killing them. Even though you are fighting them, even though the sword is yours, but it is Allah who's killing them. Yes, brother, it's insight. 839. And fight them until there is no more fitna, disbelief, and the polytheism, worshipping of others beside Allah. Everyone is in it. 860. And make ready against them all you can of power including steadfast of war, and threaten the enemy of Allah and your enemy. O Prophet, urge the believers to fight, incite the believers to fight, tell them to fight. 905. Then kill the polytheists wherever you find them and capture them, besiege them, and sit in wait for them at every place of ambush. 912. But if they violate their oath of the covenant and attack your religion with disapproval and criticism, not they are not fighting them with sword. They are not bringing swords to fight them. They are not bringing swords to fight them. They are disapproving and criticism, then fight. Fight against them so that Allah will punish them. Sorry. Allah will punish them by your hands. Fight against those who believe not in Allah and the last day. Full stop. Anyone who does not believe in Allah and the last day, fight with them. Even the Jews and the Christian, the people of the scripture. 936. And fight against the mushrikeen, polytheists, pagans, adulterers, collectively. Fight against the disbelievers and hypocrites and be harsh upon them. And be harsh upon them. Fight them and be harsh upon them. Cast terror into their hearts. And a party you killed and a party you took captive, i.e., the women and the children. So fight them. Cast terror into their hearts. How do you cast terror into their hearts? Exactly the way Muhammad did when he captured the tribe of Jews. 700 to 1400 men, depending on which reference you read, but bare minimum 700. Muhammad and his followers took their pants down, looked at their pubic hairs. Whoever has pubic hairs was killed. And the women and the children are watching. They are watching. And Muhammad and his followers are killing them. You know, when we talk about pubic hairs, 13 years old kid would probably have pubic hairs, or 14 years old kid probably will have pubic hairs, right? So the women, the mothers or the daughters are watching their brothers, their young brothers, their young sons being killed by the command of Muhammad in front of them, while they know that once they are killed, we will be sex slaves to these Muslims. That's how you cast terror into their hearts. That's how you cast terror into their hearts. Yes, in the same day, brother. In the same day. In one single day. So when you meet those disbelievers, strike their necks until when you have inflicted slaughter upon them. You have inflicted slaughter upon them. So do not weaken and call for peace when you are superior, when you are the uppermost. The word used in Arabic is salam. The word used is salam. When Muslims in the West come to you and say Islam means peace, it's come from the word salam. Quran chapter number 47, verse number 35. Remember that. Ask him to read to you in Arabic, Quran chapter number 47, verse number 35. And ask them, is this the same word from where salam came up? Is this the same word where salam actually came up out of? Hey Jack, Mr. Lad, I am doing what I can. And that's how there are over 24% apostasy rate in Islam in the West. I am educating people, which you guys do not. You guys lie and deceive, just like Allah said He's the Khairul Makarin. And here, without deception and lies, Islam dies. So, what we are doing over here is we are educating these people so they would see the reality of Islam. So, you enjoy and watch, my friend. I'm just showing you how filthy your cult is. So, don't worry, Mr. Jack the Lad. Enjoy watching. And then it says, you will be called to face a people of great military might, O Badwans. And it says, you may fight them or they will submit. And if they submit, let's say they submitted, what should you do when they have submitted? Once they have submitted, what should you do? You should take 929 in essence. وهم زاغرون وهم زاغرون, that they would willingly give jizya until they are humbled, subdued, humiliated, until they are humiliated. This is the essence, core essence and core teaching of Islam and Quran. And you still believe that Islam is peace. How many more verses do I have to show you? Don't trust me. Read the Quran by yourself, but read it not in the way it's written, but rather in the way it was revealed. You should go to my website, adamseekeroftruth.com, go to Quran by Revelation, and look at the revelation order of Quran. And then go start reading from the Madian verses. The Makkan verses, most of the Makkan verses are abrogated. So read from the Madian verses. Okay, these are the Madian verses. And chapter number 5 and chapter number 9 are the last two specific chapters that you need to read. Chapter number 5 and chapter number 9. Then you will know what are the verses in Quran which are actually peaceful. Then you will know the real, and this is not something that I wrote. I have the references over here. You can click on them and you can read the references about the revelation order of Quran. So when you look into these things with essence, this Jack the Lad and people like him cannot do Jack, because then you know the reality of Islam in its essence. By the way, Jack the Lad, watch. I have a specific video for you.
Stop taking money from your people. You're duping your people. We don't do this for money, unlike you guys. Your donations can get you a share in the reward. Challenge put out there. Get rid of your Patreon account. Stop begging people for money. Stop collecting money. Don't take a salary. Researchers show that over 100,000 Muslims leave Islam every single year.
100,000 Muslims leave Islam every year. Research is showing that.
Over 100,000 Muslims leave Islam every single year. Our youth are full of doubts and nobody's answering their questions.
If you're doing this, and if you're doing
And this is Mr. Ijaz, the doxer. He's launching a campaign, guys. He needs to raise funds so that he would remove the false claims by the missionaries. These guys have a special hatred towards Christians. Special hatred towards Christians. But apparently, they can't do jack.
doing this for money, then don't think that there's going to be any barakah, any blessings in what you're doing. You're doing it just to get money. You're not doing it to spread the truth. Us,
And he forgot to mention that if he is not able to be successful, he will give the money back. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on them. Haha. What can we do, guys, when we are reading these kind of things? What can we do to these poor people who thinks Islam is a holy religion? Let me share my screen once again. This is called the history of At-Tabari. The history according to At-Tabari. We'll go to page number 47 of this book. Page number 47 of this book. History of At-Tabari. Let's read. The messenger of God had taken the camels, and I rescued from the enemy, and each spear and clock. Bilal had slaughtered a female camel from the ones I had rescued from and the foes, and were roasting some of its liver and hump for the messenger of God. I said, Messenger of God, let me choose 100 men and follow the enemy. Now, the enemy is trying to escape from Muhammad and his followers. They are running away from them, so that not one of them shall remain. That I'll follow them, I'll take 100 men, I'll follow them, I will kill them. I will kill them. The messenger of God laughed until his back teeth became visible and could be clearly seen. Then he said, would you do it? I said, yes, by him who has honored you. And the next morning, now they are being received as guests in the country of Ghattafan, etc., etc. The laughing killer. The laughing killer. Section 203 says that he did not laugh, but rather smiled, because Allah Messenger do not laugh in such a way that his back teeth will be visible. So what? The smiling killer. 203. Arabic Nawajha could be used for the wisdom teeth by all molars or teeth next to the teeth. The lexicons were concerned about the possibility of Muhammad laughing immortality. See the discussion in Lane lexicon, etc., etc., because Muhammad was smiling and not laughing, and etc., etc. Doesn't matter. The smiling killer or the laughing killer. You know, guys, I feel saddened for the Western culture that they think that they know and they have education. But when we talk about educating them about Islam, They do not. They have no education about Islam. None whatsoever. They know nothing about Islam. Ask them to read Quran and the tafsir, they will not do that. But as soon as they will hear somebody criticizing Islam, saying that this is what's written in their own books, everyone will start shouting. Everyone will start shouting Islamophobe. Why? I have a very simple question. Why? Why would they? You know, I have no doubt that this bill will be passed, literally speaking. This legislation bill, which Ilan Umar has introduced, will be passed. Global Islamic phobia bill will be passed. I have no doubt. Because the Western governments are ignorant, illiterate. They are illiterate ignorance. They don't know what is happening in the Muslim countries, or they have closed their eyes about that. I don't know which one is to be taken as true, whether they have closed their eyes or they don't want to read. But I have no doubt this will pass. And I'm saying that with a heavy heart. Not because that I want this bill to be passed, but because I know that our governments, the Western secular governments, are fools. They are fools, idiots. They don't know jack. I'm sorry, Kufar, proud kafir. I'm sorry. I this is what I think, and I accept. I can predict some things based on how things are moving. This is my prediction. I'm not a prophet. I cannot say for sure, but this is my prediction. They are idiots, unfortunately. You know, look at this guy who calls himself to be a Islamic Dawa guy. A kid, he's talking to a kid. Look what's happened. Look at this kid in California. In California, look at his words that he is stating to a teenager. Who is he stating to? To a teenager. Watch. He first calls him. Look how he's gonna call him towards his stall. This guy is calling a teenager towards his stall using the hand gestures. Come here, boy. Watch.
Yo,
Did you see? Yo. And did you see the hand gestures? The kid is doing whatever he's doing. He might have looked at his stall. Look at his gesture, how he called him towards himself. Watch again.
yo.
Look. Watch again. And then look at his anger and his temperament. This is supposedly a Islamic preacher. Same guy when he met a brother in Christ, and asked him to write a verse, he ran away like a coward donkey. Watch.
Yo, what's wrong with your accent? You think it's funny?
No, dude.
You think it's funny, bro?
No, man. What is
No,
that?
no, no, don't try to make jokes here, bro. We don't play like that.
Okay.
We know you don't have that accent, right? You know you're trying to mess with us. We ain't some foreigners out here. You feel me? All right, take a Quran if you want, but next time you try to make a joke, I'll knock you out. You feel me?
Got it.
I'll knock you out. So he has like 4 or 5 people around him and is acting like a don in California to a person, to a kid who is in his teens. Watch again. Ibn Farooq, the great scholar of the West. Watch again.
Yo,
What's up, my friend? How do you?
what's wrong with your accent? You think it's funny?
No, dude.
You think it's funny, bro?
No, man. What is
No,
that?
no, no, don't try to make jokes here, bro. We don't play like that.
Okay.
If this Ibn Farooq was in Pakistan, this kid would have received a punch or a kick very easily. And I am being very, very, I forgot the word that I just said one. It could be many. But this is California. If he would have punched him, he might would have spent a night in jail. But look at this coward. While he is with so many people, this is what this coward is saying to a teenager in California on his stall. This coward who ran from William Massey, W. Massey, I think that's William probably, or W, ran from him like a coward when he was asked to write just one verse of the Quran. He had to go to lunch, and then while he was going, he stopped his car. He looked at that guy and he said, "You are not a son of your father." He said it in Urdu. The literal translation is, "You are not son of a man." But basically, it's a statement, a slang statement in Urdu language, which means you are not a son of your father. And then he drove away, he ran away, but he did not write the verse to W. Masih, the video that I have on my channel. But look, when it's about a teenager, he comes out and he shows his terror. He shows his superiority. He shows that he has the power. He's talking to a teenager.
Yo,
What the hell? If some idiot will call me like this, yo, with the hand gesture, I'll be like, who the hell are you to call me like this? Look at his hand gesture.
yo,
What's up, my friend? How do you?
what's wrong with your accent? You think it's funny?
No, dude.
You think it's funny, bro?
No, man. What is
No,
that?
no, no, don't try to make jokes here, bro. We don't play like that.
Okay.
We know you don't have that accent, right? You know you're trying to mess with us. We ain't some foreigners out here. You feel me? All right, take a Quran if you want, but next time you try to make a joke, I'll knock you out.
I will knock you out. Next time you try to make a joke, I will knock you out. The true teaching.
Make a joke, I'll knock you out. All right, take a Quran if you want, but next time you try to make a joke, I'll knock you out. You feel me?
Got it.
We ain't playing.
You call Islam a religion of peace. The same Islam whose followers, whose religious followers, whose religious followers intimate these kind of kids, teenage kids, and you want to have an Islamophobia bill. It will be same what is happening in Pakistan at this moment when these kind of bills will pass. Love for Muslim. Thank you so very much for your super chat. Lalaji, ਤੁਸੀਂ great ਹੋ. Stay safe, healthy, blessed in Jesus' name, my brother. Amen. Thank you. Love for Muslims. Lalaji. Lalaji means brother in Urdu. This is what happened on the 20th of October 2021. Two Pakistani Christian brothers were shot dead. Why? By Muslims in dispute over water distribution. Water distribution dispute. The Muslim wants the water in their land first, or they want the water in their land more for more time. They have the power. Christians are in minority. They are already filthy. Najas. In Pakistan, they are called poop. They are called poop in Pakistan. These Christians, two Pakistani Christian brothers shot dead by Muslims in dispute over water. There you go. That's their dead bodies. That's their dead bodies. Dispute over water in a village. FIR, first information report against 12 Muslim men whose names were given, etc., in shooting. 6 Muslims have since been arrested and held in custody. Nothing will happen at the end of the day. Another incident in Faisalabad. Let's watch that. Two brothers shot dead and killed by Muslims in attack on Christian neighborhood. A mob of Muslim men opened fire on Christian neighborhood, killing two brothers after authorities in Pakistan Punjab province allowed Christians to lease a disputed piece of land, according to a report. Yaqub Masih and his brother Harun Masih, who were among the 5 Christians who were visiting the property after being awarded the lease, were killed last Friday in Punjab Okara district. Thank you. How many incidents would you like to read more? Now we are talking about Christians. Let me tell you some more. You will not even find them in the major news channels. I'm going to tell you some. Kasturi Kohli, age 17, area Tharparkar, Pakistan. They tied her arms and legs and raped her for many days, and the police cannot do jack. Rankal Kamari, another Hindu girl, age 16, area Khotki Sindh, group raping. Ravita Mangor, Hindu again, age 15. Sonia Kamar, another Hindu, age 13. When she was asked to change her religion and she did not, the person did forceful sex and marriage with her. Reena Mangor and Ravina Mangor, two sisters, Hindus, age 12 and 16, area Khotki Sindh. They were abducted, forcefully changed the religion, and married with with Muslim men, men's, men, men, men. I'm actually translating from an Urdu statement, so that's why. Sanita, Hindu, age 16, area Badin, abducted. Nobody knows where they are. Neha, Christian, age 14, area Karachi, one of the major city of Pakistan. She is unknown, unaware where she is from February 21. Charlotte Javed, another Christian, age 15, area Faisalabad. She has been forcefully married at the age of 15 with Abdul Haq, who is very famously called Mia Mittu in Faisalabad. Sahina Kinza Iqbal, another Christian, age 15. Myra Shehbaz, another Christian, age 14. Huma Yunus, another Christian, age 14. Farah Shaheen, another Christian, age 12. Forcefully abducted, forcefully changed their religion, and forcefully married to Muslims. Look at their ages: 15, 14, 12. Mehwish, another Christian. Gujranwala, nobody knows where she is. She was coming back from college since 18th February 21. Shariza Maqsood, age 16, area Faisalabad, Bismillahpur. For 45 days, she has been sexually abused by multiple men, and finally, police found where she is after 45 days. Maha Malik, area Isa Nagri, Karachi, December 2020, forcefully abducted, age 17. Kiran, age 18, Christian, age 16, Christian Kiran, 8th March 2021, Multan Road, Thana Chohangpur. She was dragged in front of her mother by people, kicked and beaten the mother, and even though that mother had identified the criminals, nothing has happened. Nobody knows where she is, even though the mother has identified the people. Kohita Bai, a Hindu, age 13, area Kashmir, Sindh. Sindh is a province, Kashmir is an area. Some people took her, a report FIR was provided, and then a video was viral. In that video, 5 famous Molvis, one of them is Mia Mithu, that I told you already about, accepted and were there where she accepted Islam and was married to a Muslim man at the age of 13, a Hindu girl. There are so many other incidents I don't want to read. I'll keep on scrolling and I'll keep on scrolling, and they will not end. They will not end, quite frankly. But at the same time, people are Islamophobe. I come from this country. I know this country where there are things written in the name of Islamophobia that you cannot say or do jack to these people. And they tried to pass a bill that I have shown that the forceful conversion or early or little children conversion should not happen. But that bill is always declined. They are trying to pass that bill since 2015. And every time they pass that bill gets rejected. No matter how many times that legislation comes into the court, it gets rejected because of the Muslim preachers. So you can convert anyone at any age into Islam, but nobody can convert you out of Islam unless you go to the court and freely, willingly accept that you reject Islam, and anything that you would say that goes against the basic narrative, you will be put to jail under the Act of Pakistan 285 and 295. This is called Islamophobia bill. This is called Islamophobia bill in essence. There is Maya Beige who said, Adam, this is happening in Nigeria too. I do not know about Nigeria, so I cannot talk much about it. But thank you so very much. Indian Bizman, thank you for your super sticker. God bless you, brother. Aliko had sent a super chat as well. I was busy at that time. But Aliko, thank you so very much for your super chat, brother. God bless you. I was actually reading some Urdu sources and trying to translate them at the same time. So, which caused me to ignore your super chat, but thank you. I think I have acknowledged all of your super chats at this moment. God bless you and thank you for your support. So, whether it's Hindu or Christian or any minority in Pakistan, this is what happens. This is the true Islamophobia bill, guys. In essence, this is what Islamophobia bill is. The West is introducing a basic bill to begin with. But what will be the extensions of these bills? What will be the enhancements of these bills? You need to realize I have shown you some very basic stuff from Quran. I have not even shown you the details of these stuff. But even the very basics of these stuff is this demonic. And these people come to us and say, we are spreading hate. How are we spreading hate? Are we not showing exactly what is written in Islamic sources? And let alone, right now, I haven't even shown you any hadith. I have shown you all the Quranic sources. I haven't even gone into tafsir yet. I go to tafsir and things goes into a huge dilemma. Things gets worse in tafsir, guys. Don't tell me go to tafsir. I go to tafsir, things will go even worse. Any Muslim who's here wants me to go to the tafsir, oh, be my guest. Tell me to go to tafsir. You'll start crying if I go to tafsir. The problem is the West don't know. And then these are the kind of people who would raise the banner, I'm a Christian and I love the Quran. What is Kimberly Ann saying? I told one Muslim girl what all Muslims are doing to Christians in Islamic nations. Don't say all Muslims. Whenever you say all Muslim, there's a problem. Let's just say Muslims, right? When you say all, you're putting every Muslim into the category. I can guarantee you there are a lot of Muslims who do not follow their Quran and Muhammad dot by dot, and they are far better when it comes to moralities. So don't use the word all Muslims. To the Christians in Islamic nations, and she said, it's evil to the unbelievers like you, but for us believers is the right. Whatever, brother, seriously speaking. I had a debate with somebody in Amina's channel today. I showed him everything, and you know what he said? He said, so what? Who told you Islam spread by peace? I was like, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that Islam did not spread by peace. It spread by force. Thank you for acknowledging that. You know, in the East, if you go into the East and have these kind of debates, you know, at least 50% of Muslimin will agree that the sword is necessary part of Islam. And you have to have the sword to spread Islam. And Islam did not spread by peace. Peace. It spread by force. You need force. You need to subdue them. Jews and Christians and atheists and polytheists, they are worshipping a false god. They are creating fitna in the land. They need to be subdued. They need to be killed. They need to be punished, penalized. Dude, it is in almost every source of Islam. Am I saying that? No. It is written in your own sources. Go read. I'm not saying that. Muhammad said, I have been commanded to fight the disbelievers until they say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And until they say this, their wealth and their blood is not protected. You know, let's go to sunnah.com together. This is the first location where the Shahada is mentioned, not before. We'll go to Sahih Muslim. We'll go to chapter number 8. No, we'll go to the first book of Sahih Muslim, Kitabul Iman, and then we will go to chapter number 8 of Kitabul Iman. Look what the name of the chapter is. Chapter, the command to fight the people until they say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah and establish Salah and Zakat and believe in everything that the Prophet brought. Whoever does that, his life and his wealth are protected, except by his right. Look at the hadiths. Let's look at a small one. This one. It is reported on the authority of Abu Hurairah that he heard that Messenger of Allah says, I have been commanded to fight against people till they testify to the fact there is no God but Allah and believe in me, that I am the messenger, and in all that I have bought, and when they do it, only then their blood and riches are guaranteed protection on my behalf. When they do it, only then their wealth is protected. This is the peace of Islam. This is the peace of Islam. Thank you for this blessed peace that the Islam has given us. Oh yes, Mr. Shafiq. Islam is a peaceful religion, but if you expose their belief, they will behead you. Right? So the bill, Islamophobia bill, is actually nothing to the letter, because it has nothing but to give these people the freedom to pressurize non-Muslims to be not able to expose the true teaching of Islam, just like in a Sharia applied country. I have done multiple streams about Sharia, and I have shown you in the past that according to the Sharia, if the Sharia is applied, you cannot state a thing against Islam. You cannot show what is written in their books as a non-Muslim. And that is something they want to apply in the United States. In the United States. You want the same thing? Vote for Republics. Oh, whatever, Democrats, sorry. Do that. Yes, they'll behead you peacefully with a nice knife. Right? You know, Joe Biden, our president, I salute him. He is the best president in the history of America. I have not seen a president who is this good. He knows Islam very well. I salute his knowledge of Islam. I salute him with the most admirable salutation. He's a hero. He is a hero. Mr. Joe Biden is a hero.
Hadith from the Prophet Muhammad instructs, whomever among you sees a wrong, let him change it with his hand. If he is not able, then with his tongue. If he is not able, then with his heart.
Joe Biden said, he gave a hadith. he said, whoever among you sees an evil, he should stop it by his hand. And if he cannot stop it, brother, let's play it again. He's very good. I like him.
Hadith from the Prophet Muhammad instructs, whomever among you sees a wrong, let him change it with his hand. If he is not able, then with his tongue. If he is not able, then with his heart.
Thank you, Mr. Joe Biden, for giving us the hadith. He is the best example in the history of the president. I like him. He's my favorite, guys. He's my favorite. Look, he gave this hadith to you. I heard the Messenger of Allah say, whoever among you sees an evil. By the way, he did not said evil, he said wrong. Okay? Wrong. Let him change it with his hand, if he cannot with his tongue, and if he cannot with his heart, and this is the weakest of the faith. Okay? Now the word over here in the translation is called evil. Let's look what the Arabic says. It says man ra'al munkar. So the word munkar means somebody who denies the teaching of Allah and his prophet Muhammad, who is a munkar. The one who denies, rejects the teaching of Allah and his messenger. So by this logic, which Joe Biden, the greatest president of all time, were probably deceived into this hadith as well by our great Muslim scholars who are so good in deception of Allah, told Joe Biden, look, Biden, this is what Muhammad says. Look, everyone in America has the self-determination to stop the wrong. So this is what Muhammad said. And Joe Biden, the greatest president of all time, said, let me say that in public. And then he said that in public without knowing that this is the hadith for jihad. This is the hadith for physical jihad. And this is not just one of these. There are multiple hadiths with the same narration. Some are bigger, some are small. This is the smallest one. But there are many. If you search on sunnah.com, you'll find many. Whoever sees evil, just search that. Man ra'al munkar, just say that. Copy that area and put it into Google, sunnah.com, and then search, and you will get many of them. They are all sahih. This is the most famous hadith for jihad. Jihad against the non-Muslimin, which Joe Biden by himself is, by the way. He is a munkar, just like almost every one of you. So our greatest president, Joe Biden, actually stated a hadith which incites jihad. Whoever denies the teaching of Allah and Muhammad, man ra'al munkar, stop him by your hands, means have physical fight with him. Means have physical fight with him. And if you cannot do physical fight, then stop him by your tongue. Means shout at him. Say that you are wrong, idiot, evil, etc., etc., etc. And if you cannot even do that, then you should actually think that he is wrong, and this is the weakest of your faith, that you think it is wrong. If the president of a country do not know what he is speaking. And he is stating things which are known by every Islamic scholar to be the hadith of jihad, and they made him say that in public in such a way that now anyone who knows that this is the hadith of jihad and we will say that, they'll say you are an idiot, Adam. You know more than Joe Biden, who is the president? You are challenging president of the America? I'm not challenging the president of America. Who the hell am I to challenge the president of America? But I am telling the world who are listening to my channel, who will share it to the world, that this is the reality, how the Muslims have infiltrated into the America. The country which was supposedly one of the greatest country in the world. And because of one guy who is now the president of this country, he actually used the hadith which incites physical jihad. So according to this hadith, if somebody goes to America in a liquor shop and buys liquor, a Muslim should actually stop him with his hand, kick him, punch him, drag his bottle, throw it in the dustbin, destroy his bottle, and should not let him buy liquor from the shop. And if he cannot do that, if he does not have the courage to do that, that Muslim guy should actually shout at him and say, you are an idiot fool, you will go into hell, you will be this, you'll be that, may the curse of Allah be upon you because you are buying liquor. And if he cannot do that as well, he should think from his heart that this guy is an idiot demonic being who's buying a liquor. Now let's take it to a different location. If a person is going to church, this Muslim should go and stand in front of his way and say, you shouldn't go to the church. This is kufr. Man ra'i al munkar. The one who rejects the teaching of Allah and his messenger. Love for Muslim. Lalaji, America needs President Trump, not Biden. Muslim needs Adam, not Muhammad. Amen, brother. I hope you guys already know I'm sarcastic when I'm saying this. Thank you for your super chat, guys. So, person going to the church, the Muslim should do the same. If he can't physically stop, he should shout at him. And if he cannot shout at him, he should actually think that he is doing a bad thing. So even when the Muslims are weak, they infiltrated your country in such a way to the highest possible level. They infiltrated your country to the highest possible level that even the President of the United States said a hadith in such a nice way that the most open jihad hadith looks like, wow, what a good religion it is. It makes everyone responsible to stop the wrong. Everyone will be good human being if everyone stops the wrongdoers? Knowledge is very important. That is why it is said, before you speak, you should learn and have knowledge about what you are speaking. Did he actually really go to the book and open the book himself and see what the real translation is, what the real word is? President Trump, I don't like him as well. He should just not open his mouth. He should take some stitches or stapler and take his lips and staple them. And after that, he should do exactly what he used to do. And he should not type in his Twitter and Facebook. He should probably put some needles in his thumbs so that he will not use Twitters and YouTube post. So if he stops doing these two things, man, he did good for his country. But this guy, man, this guy is awesome. He's the best guy. Like I say, he's the best president Americans would ever have. You cannot have a better president than him. And that's the reality, guys. Man, they made the president of America to say the most jihadist verse or hadith, sorry, the most jihadist hadith. And he is saying it like it's a good thing. Oh man. uh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on America as well. because they, like, America has no good president, man. Seriously, there's nobody there right now who is I have no idea, man. Who this country will vote next time? I have no idea. And look, watch again.
Hadith from the Prophet Muhammad instructs, whomever among you sees a wrong, let him change it with his hand. If he is not able, then with his tongue. If he is not able, then with his heart.
Check that out. Whoever sees evil, dude, deception, munkar. What's munkar? I've already told you. You guys go and watch the rest of the stuff. Now, in an Islamic Sharian state where Islamophobia laws are implemented in its fullness, what should happen?
Yes. That is insulting the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or belittling him, or spreading misinformation about him, or something like that. This is considered a major crime in Islam, and it has been to refer to the authority as soon as you are aware of that, and it has a capital punishment in Islam. Furthermore, do not mix between the person who did this crime and the group to whom he belongs, or his family, or his society, or his country, or something. That is a different thing. From the Islamic point of view, the crime does not spread. Only the person who committed that, person who directly took part of that or facilitated that, etc., that is the person who should be brought to justice. Not like some Muslim, for example, trying to carry or outspread the action of a person and reflect that on the whole group or whole country sometimes. Or who believe this is a misunderstanding and a wrong action. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran in many places that a soul is not carrying the burden or the mistakes or the sins of another. It does not transfer. We have to know these limitations. And the rule in Islam regarding this is very straightforward. At the time of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ himself, he used to forgive. The Messenger Muhammad ﷺ used to forgive, never taking revenge for himself. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him in the Holy Quran, we will suffice you from those who mock you, the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ. And that was the etiquette of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ. But after the death of the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ, the crime now against the Messenger Muhammad ﷺ is considered a crime against all Muslims.
So which has the capital punishment. So I showed you the whole passage so that you would know how they will actually take some part of the truth and they will reject and they will add some lies. Muhammad killed so many people who stated things against him. We all know that. We have Kurfa over here already. She can explain it to you as well. But but you know, whatever. At least he acknowledged and agreed that if you state anything against Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, you will be put to death because the capital punishment will be applied on you. Because the capital punishment will be applied on you. Now, with that, we have seen the dancing and we have seen everything. Let me take some questions before I end my stream. If it is according to the subject, I can take that. If there is a Muslim who would challenge anything that I have stated, anything over here, he can come up live. There you go. I've cleared the subject. In 15 minutes, I will end the stream. But if there is a Muslim who would like to reject what I showed here, the Quranic verses, the Sunnah, the Hadiths, and we have another Ridwan. Seriously speaking, I think he is always there when I am live. Let's see what he has to say over here. Yes, Ridwan.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah,
So
I'm
what
here
do
to
you have
talk.
to reject?
I'm here to talk about answer some question and I also ask you some answer some question. I also ask you some question. Everything you said about killing the Quran has a reason
Okay.
because everything you say Islam say they kill. We see some people kill them in ambush. These are all ayah and word of Allah during the wars. But it's never started from where you can get it from. It started from Quran chapter 2, verse 190. We can open that. Quran chapter 2, verse 190.
Ridwan, did you listen to the stream fully before you came
Yeah,
here
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
started saying things?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. Of course.
Okay. Can
We
you tell
talked
me,
about killing.
can you tell me Quran chapter number 2, is it
Okay.
a Madian chapter or a Makkan chapter?
That's Madian. What
So,
happened?
sorry.
That's Madian.
Okay. Quran chapter number 2
Verse 190,
is,
please.
okay, 190.
Yeah.
All right. So let's open that and let's
Okay.
see what's going to happen over here.
Okay, that's exactly where it started from. You can read it.
Okay.
Can you read it?
Wait, my friend. I'm opening. Wait,
Okay,
wait.
okay, okay. It said fight
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
way
Don't worry.
in the way of Allah, those who fight you, but do
Okay.
not transgress. Indeed,
Mhm.
Allah does not like the transgressor.
Okay.
If they did not fight them or did not disturb them, nothing of such you've been saying will happen. It started from somewhere. So that's
Okay.
number one. And number two, uh,
Okay. It
well,
was
we talk,
119 or what?
talk, huh?
Which one was it? 119 or what did you say?
No, no, no. Quran chapter 2, verse 190. I just read that right now.
190.
Yeah,
Okay.
it said, fight
190.
those who fight you and do
Mm-hmm.
not transgress because Allah did not like the transgressor. Meaning that
Mm-hmm.
if they're not fighting them, the Muslims, there will not be anything of fighting or killing or anything. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the answer for any verses of Quran you're quoting about killing, killing, killing. No.
Okay.
So let's go
Now,
to
Ridwan, hold on. Now you stated your point. Let me ask you.
okay.
So you are telling me that this verse of Quran, chapter number 2, verse number 190, refers to every single fighting verse in Quran. Am I true in saying that?
That's exactly where it started from.
I am asking you a simple question. Once
Okay.
again, let please answer the question that I asked. You are saying chapter number 2, verse number 190 encapsulates every other verse in Quran
Yeah, absolutely.
regarding fighting and killing, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, guys, you all heard that. Thank you, Scott, for your super chat, brother. God bless you as well. And Neeraj Singh,
I've not
hold
finished
on,
here though.
hold
I've not
on,
finished here.
Ridwan.
No, no,
Ridwan,
no, I've
hold
not
on.
finished here.
Ridwan, hold on,
Wait,
hold on,
no, I have to. No, I have to answer
hold
everything.
on.
No, no, let me answer everything
Relax,
first.
Ridwan,
No,
relax,
let me
brother.
answer everything first. You
Ridwan,
said
hold
Islam
on.
called them a camel or whatever. So let's go to another thing now.
Ridwan, hold on. It's not finished yet, so hold on. All right. All right. So it says, Ibn Kathir, command to fight those who fight Muslims and killing them wherever they found them. Abu Ja'far said, then bin Anas, Allah Messenger, this was the first ayah about fighting that was revealed in Al Madinah. The first ayah. Ever since it was revealed, Allah Messenger used to fight only those who fought him and avoid non combatants. Later, Surah Bara, chapter number 9 in the Quran, was revealed. And Abu Rahman bin Zaid in Aslam said similarly. Then he said this was later abrogated by the ayahs of 9:5. فَقَاتَلُوا الْمُشْرِكِينَ حَيْثُ wherever you find them, kill them. So Ridwan,
Yeah.
why are you being so deceptive with everyone here when your own early scholars reject your interpretation, what you are saying?
Can you just read it to yourself again? Because you are going against yourself right now.
My friend, you just got busted by Ibn Kathir.
No, 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 it
What
didn't
does
bust
Ibn Kathir
anything.
says?
It didn't bust anything. Read it again.
Does Ibn Kathir says that this ayah is abrogated?
Read it again, bro.
Okay.
It's
It
abrogated.
says
Uh-huh.
this was later abrogated by the ayah of chapter number 9, verse number 5. Does it say that?
Is the meaning difference? Is the translation difference? That those who fight them, they fight those who fight them. They did not fight those who don't fight them. So the fighting, everything started from there. Let's go to
Rizwan,
another thing, bro.
answer the question
I've
first.
already answered
Does
you.
it
That is the
says
answer for everything. Any
Rizwan?
fighting versus.
Rizwan, listen, my friend. I am not in a mood of fighting right now.
You know I don't
Does
fight
it
you. You are the
says
only one that fights
does
me. I don't have time to fight you. I don't
Rizwan?
fight anyone.
Does it says that this ayah is abrogated
It
by
doesn't.
9:5?
I've told you that is the verse that covered everything about fighting in the
It
Quran.
does not cover because
You
it
can't
was
tell me that is
abrogated.
my Quran, right? That is my Quran. If
Okay.
I say anything about the Bible, now will
Are
you accept
you
it?
are you a better scholar than Ibn Kathir?
I don't. That is the problem you guys having. You believe somebody is better
Ridwan,
than
are you
someone. I don't
better
know.
scholar than Ibn Kathir?
That is what I'm
Will
telling you.
Muslims, my
You people
friend, will
believe somebody is better than someone. What the hell
Rizwan,
is
will
that?
Muslims listen to you who can't even read and comprehend Arabic, or will they listen to what Ibn
So,
Kathir says?
so I don't have. They don't have the English in the
Ridwan,
Quran.
answer to the question, my friend,
I've
instead
answered
of going
you.
into a circle.
Don't use question to answer question. I've answered you. Let's go to another thing.
Rizwan,
Are you
does
scared?
it says, I,
Yeah.
Rizwan,
Are you scared?
please
Let's go
do
to another
not
thing,
do
bro.
not be a fool over
No.
here,
No, you don't be fool, man. I've told you, man. Come on, man. Let's go to another thing if you are not scared.
my friend.
Everyone here,
My friend,
everyone
listen,
here.
hold on,
Okay, go ahead, go
hold
ahead,
on.
go ahead.
Does Ibn Kathir says that this ayah is abrogated?
I've told you. Did I quote Ibn
Forget
Kathir
the
for you?
rest of the part. Please tell me, does Ibn Kathir, can you read that it
Did
says
I
this ayah is abrogated?
did I quote
Yes or
Ibn
no?
Kathir for you? Did I
Yes or no?
for you? I quoted the Quran for you. So don't blame
Rizwan,
me to anyone. Don't take it to
Rizwan,
anywhere, bro. Oh my
Rizwan, I
God.
will prove you from the Quran as well. But first, can you please agree with me that Ibn Kathir said this ayah is abrogated? Yes or no?
I don't have anything to do with Ibn Kathir. I'm quoting
You,
Quran
I
for you.
don't care, dude. Did I
Ibn
say?
Kathir is a scholar
Did
on his own. He's a
Rizwan,
scholar on his own, right?
Rizwan,
I can
Rizwan,
accept what he said.
relax.
I can disaccept what he
Rizwan,
said. I don't
relax.
have to follow
Rizwan,
what you said.
relax.
Oh my
Relax,
God.
my friend. Relax.
Okay, okay,
My
okay,
friend, relax. Take a chill pill. Hold on.
okay,
Did I
okay.
ask you to accept Ibn Kathir? Did I ask you to accept Ibn Kathir?
Okay, I don't want to hear anything about Ibn Kathir. Let's go
No,
ahead.
no, no. Listen, listen. Hold
Yes,
on. Relax.
it's a choice. Come on.
Relax.
Oh my
Rizwan,
God.
relax. Oh, Ibn
Okay,
Choice, relax.
okay.
Relax.
Talk. Okay,
Relax.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. Now, once again, does Ibn Kathir says this ayah was abrogated? Yes or no? I'm not asking you to accept Ibn Kathir.
And I said,
Does Ibn
I don't
Kathir
have
says
anything about Ibn Kathir tonight. Let's go to my ayah I'm quoting. Why Ibn Kathir every time? Let's go to the
okay?
ayah.
So okay, you
Come on, man.
relax now over here and hold your tongue for 5 minutes so that I will show everyone who is in the live chat. So now, guys, Ibn Kathir, as we can see, it says this was abrogated. Abrogated with this which ayah? It is Quran chapter number 9, verse number 5. And now we are going to see why it is abrogated. By the way, Tibri also says it's abrogated by 9.5. And also we have Qurtubi, which states the same. Our brother Ridwan knows nothing about this. Now look, this is the ayah which Ibn Kathir is quoting in his tafsir, that this is the ayah which abrogates it. What does this ayah says? It says, and when the invocable months have passed, these are the months which are called the holy months where you should not fight. And when these are passed, then kill the polytheist wherever you find them and capture them and besiege them and sit in waiting for them at every place to ambush them. But if they should repent and establish prayer and give zakat, then let them go on their way. Indeed, Allah is all forgiving and merciful. Now, in this ayah, we see there is nothing called fight only with those who fight with you. This ayah is absolutely clear that you have to fight with everyone, and it does not matter whom you are
Are
fighting
you,
with,
so
as
can I
long
talk
as
now?
they are polytheist, as long as they are polytheist, you have to kill them wherever you find them and capture them and besiege them and sit in waiting for them at every place of ambush. All right, now I'm gonna call him back in. Now you can speak.
Okay, those are the same people who fight them the first time that Allah instructing to fight them back and do not transgress. The same people are the set of people they fighting. That is my answer. I've already answered you. Everything you may quoted. The chapter 2, verse 190, everything started from there. Let's go to another answer. Let me answer this another thing. Man. So another thing you said, the Quran called the kafir or whoever don't believe in oneness
Let's
of
look
God
at
to
this one.
be camel or anything. Okay. Which ayah again?
What does this ayah says?
Oh, read it.
What does it says?
I've already told you. You said it says here, fight everyone, stay with ambush after the month of Ramadan. That is the same set of people who have been fighting them.
So
They've been fighting back.
he agrees 100% that this ayah says fight and kill everyone. Perfect.
Everyone that fight
Now,
them, that is it.
the verse does not
Everyone
say
that
that.
fight them. It
Where
doesn't
does
matter.
it
I'm
says?
telling you
Where
that it
does it
starts from
says?
2 verse 190. It starts
Where
from
does
2
it
verse
says
190. Come on, man.
that
You
verse?
don't need to be. You see, not
Which
everyone
scholar,
listen to us. Not
which
everyone listen to us
scholar do you want me to go
are
for
info
9-5?
facts. Yeah, I've already answered you. Quran chapter 2, verse
Which
190 covers
which
every area of people fighting
which
in the.
which scholar says that?
I've already told you. The Quran answer is
Which scholar says what you were saying?
so scholar is more than the Quran now. I mean, you don't understand
Quran,
the
then
Islam before you
Quran
even
has a
left Islam.
contradiction in
Subhanallah.
it. I'm asking you,
That is not a
Ridwan, which
contradiction.
scholar says that?
That is not. I'm telling you, bro. I've already answered you. It's you that you are still waiting on that. Let's go to another thing. Instead of saying another thing, let's go to your Bible,
So
man.
so basically none of your scholar agrees with your particular exegetes of these
Oh
two
my
verses.
goodness.
Am I correct
So,
in saying that?
okay, that means when you are Muslim, you believe on scholar than yourself. That's my question. Can
Rizwan,
you answer that?
Rizwan,
Can you answer me that?
Rizwan.
I'm
So
not
you are
Rizwan, bro. I'm
agreeing with
Ridwan.
me.
Call me Ridwan, not Ridwan. What is Ridwan?
Are you agreeing with me that
That
none of
what?
your scholar agree with you what you are saying?
What is my problem with scholar? Why did they go to Arabic school, bro? Come on, man. Oh my
Ridwan,
God. This
I
so
asked a
you all
simple question.
oh my
Can you answer the
ask
simple
your question.
question that I asked?
Ask your question.
None of your scholar agrees with you in the interpretation of what you have given me for these two verses,
And
correct?
I just answered you. Nothing concern me with scholar. I'm here. Is my scholar talking to you or me? Come on, man.
So you are talking to me as a scholar. So you are a scholar of Islam.
I'm talking to you as a scholar of myself. If you believe it or you don't believe it, that's it. That's none of my concern.
So you have a
I don't.
degree from which
You see that
university
I
of
never.
Islam?
You see that I never quoted any scholar, but you will never always answer
Yeah,
again.
Ridwan,
You are the one that always bring it because
Ridwan,
I believe in myself. I'm what I read in the
Rid,
Quran than any scholar.
Ridwan.
Okay, I'm
The
listening.
verse that you are looking at and the
Okay,
verse that you gave me, how many years
okay.
are there in between these two verses?
You say how many years are in between the two verses?
Mm-hmm.
Then until you can answer me something in your Bible, then we'll go ahead about that. We are not talking about years now.
Ridwan, how many
Yes,
years are
that's a
there between
logical
these
question,
two
and I'll
verses?
answer you with logical answer, bro. Do you think you're talking? You're not talking, baby. That's a logical question, bro. If you can answer
Ridwan,
me, come on,
Ridwan,
man. Let's
how
go to
many
another thing.
years are between these two verses?
Let's go to another thing, bro. If you're ready. If you come on, man. I don't have time for all this. Let's go to another thing, man. You said a lot of things. You want to stay
I
on
am
only one thing?
it is
No,
the third time I'm asking
no,
you the
no,
same
no, 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 no.
question. How many years are between these two verses of Quran?
I don't know nothing about that, and I don't want to answer
So
about that
you do
now.
not
Let's go
nothing
to
you do
what you've
not
been
know
saying.
nothing you do not know nothing
This nigga,
about it,
man.
correct?
This nigga, why you do like this? Let's go. I'm not here for
So
that
you
tonight.
know
I'm here
nothing
to answer all
about
the
it, correct?
questions you've been saying. Everything you've been saying tonight, I'm here to answer everything according to Quran
Redwan,
and your Bible if you're ready.
Redwan.
Forget about years and every what concern with
Okay.
years. We are not
So
talking
give
about years
me
now.
so you are going to tell me everything according to Quran. So please tell me how many
Exactly.
years according to Quran passed between these two verses.
You have not said anything about years of Quran tonight. Forget about it. We
Okay.
are not talking about
Okay,
years.
then
When you
tell
bring
me
that
what
topic,
are
I'll bring
these
you.
tell me what are these invocable months?
What do you say?
What are these invocable months?
What do you mean in workable months? Can you say that again? I can't understand what you said.
What does the verse says?
Which verse are you talking about? You think
This in
you
front
mean
of
Quran
you.
chapter 9,
Mm-hmm.
verse what?
5.
It's talking about which month did you say? You
What
read it
months
out. I
is
can't read
Allah talking
it.
about?
Your screen is too tiny. It's too tiny. Read it out.
It's too tiny. Let me make
Yeah.
it
Read it
big.
out. Read it out. Read it out. I just say read it
Okay.
out. Read it
Read
out.
it. What
You
are
can read
these
it. Let's go
months?
to another thing then.
Ridwan, what are these months?
Are you ready to answer? Yeah, do you want me to answer your
Ridwan, what are
questions?
these months?
Man. Like Christian
Ridwan,
priest
what are
also
these
running from me,
months?
man.
What
Uh,
are these months according to Islam?
you see, when you're ready to answer my question, let's go to another thing. You just said a lot of things. You are sitting on one. You want me to be talking about
Okay, we are going.
the holy month? Come on, man. Let's go to another thing.
Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I have repeated my question at least 10 times. Okay, when you said you are going to tell me everything from Quran, what are these months that Quran is talking about? Please now answer. If you will not answer this question, we cannot forward this discussion. There you go.
It's a free word. You can stop me or whatever you want to do. You can stop me or you can take me out. It's a choice. You feel me? So it's a choice.
Ridwan, can you give me the months according to Quran? Which invocable months Allah is talking about? Inviolable months.
Man. When you're ready, you can go to another thing, man. We are not talking about that. You are talking
I
about
will
killing,
go
and I've
to
told you,
I will go
I've
to
already answered you. I'm not there tonight. We're moving. Let's move. Let's
Rizwan. So
move.
basically, you are
Let's
telling me that
move.
you do
Let's
not
move.
know,
Let's
Rizwan.
move to another thing,
I
bro.
will
Come on, man.
move. I will move. But so you and I both agree that you from the Quran doesn't even know which months Allah is talking about in this verse,
Who told you
correct?
I don't know? What do you mean I don't know?
Then
I'm not
answer
ready to answer.
me.
No, I'm not
You
ready
are
to
not
answer
ready
that
to answer.
question.
No,
Don't
you
use
do
that
not
to waste my
know.
time. Why would I don't know? Why wouldn't I know
Rizwan.
that? What
Then
do you
answer
mean?
the
Let's go
question.
to
Why are you
another thing.
wasting time? Why are
Let's
you
go
running
to
like a
another
donkey
thing.
left, right? I will
Okay,
go to other thing.
let's
Answer
let's go
me.
to
What
let's
are
go to
these months
where
Allah
you
talking about?
let's go to where your Bible call you dog, man. Let's go there, man. Come on, man. We have a lot of things to say. Let's go.
Redwan,
Oh my
Redwan, I will
goodness.
go with you. First tell me what are these months which Allah says wait for these months before you kill the polytheist. What are these months according
You see,
to
there are a
this
lot of there
stupid
are
idiotic book of Muhammad? Can you answer me?
don't be stupid. Don't be
Get lost. So guys, that's what this idiot is. He thinks of us as a fool, but we all know that he is a stupid demon. But whenever he comes, I engage him for a little bit time because we all get to see certain stuff from him. Let me give you a brief answer. I've already given you the answer from the tafsir while he was here. If you don't look at the tafsir, Quran doesn't even tell you jack. Quran is such a stupid book. It doesn't explain you anything. These inviolable months in which you should not fight, he actually said that it's Ramadan. It's live stream. I listen to these people very carefully when they are speaking. He said Ramadan, whereas he is wrong and stupid, demonic. It's not 1 month, it's months. You see, it's months. When we talk about months as in plural in Arabic has a distinction between one, two, and more than two. So it has to be three or more. Okay. What does Ibn Kathir says about this? That it is about the 4 months grace period that is being mentioned in the ayah. Okay, so there is a 4 months grace period that is being mentioned in this ayah according to Ibn Kathir. Now, oh, let's see what this one says because there's a one over here as well. One, let's see what it says. All right, see, the 4 months mentioned in verse 9.2 is the disbeliever who are allowed free movement with the land other than that, and these months are Muharram, Rajab, Rabiul Awwal, uh, and Dhul Hajj and Dhul Quda. So these are the 4 months that it is mentioning. These guys that comes to me, they don't have studied any of their scholar. Ridwan is trying to prove all of his early scholars as stupid and idiots. Thank you, Ridwan, for showing that. Christy, hello, sister. You have to unmute yourself. Sister Christy, you gotta unmute yourself. Hello. Okay. Seems like our sister is not able to speak due to some technical issues. So guys, I thought we will have someone who can actually give us some proper reference, some proper thing. But once again, these guys cannot do that, especially this kind of a person who rejects all of his scholars suddenly. And he in the past have gone through different tafasir with me. It does not matter. So let's see what Ibn Kathir is saying on this verse so that we could all see that. Surah Tawbah. And I'm not even going to Ibn Abbas. I'm not going to Jalalain. I'm going to Ibn Kathir, the one Muslims love. And it says, upon the end of 4 months, during which we prohibited you from fighting the idolaters, which is the grace period we gave them, then fight and kill the idolaters wherever you find them, as according to Allah's statement. Then fight the mushrikeen wherever you find them, means on the earth in general. What does it say? On the earth in general. Does it say fight only the people who fight you? Does it say fight only the people who fight you? Or does it say fight in general to everyone? What does it say over here? And you are going to tell me otherwise? Islam and Quran has to be studied according to the revelation order and the abrogated and non-abrogated verses. And that was my today's session as well, to tell you guys Quran cannot be studied without the references of the ayahs which are in the exegetes. That's what these Western people do, and they don't even know. Did Muhammad send battles? Ridwan is back again. Let's see what he has to say this time around. Why are you back?
So I
Why are you back, Ridwan?
move on now.
Why
Are
are
you
you
ready
back?
to move on now? I know you always
No, I'm not
insult and
ready to
kick me
move
out. Why you
on.
always
I'm
start to
not
be
ready to
insulting?
move on.
You know,
I'm not ready to move
you
on.
can't
I'm not
talk
ready to move on.
senators on
Once
this.
we have to
Okay,
finish
you
this
don't have to move
topic.
on. Wait.
Did
Okay.
Muhammad,
Good afternoon.
Ridwan, listen to me. Okay. So Ridwan, let me give you an answer first. Rather a question first. Did Muhammad do Suraya battles? And one of the largest army that Muhammad sent was to Tabuk. Was Muhammad sent to Tabuk the battle? What fight did they do to Muhammad and his army before Muhammad sent a huge Muslim army to Tabuk? What was the reason?
We have not said that about today. We are talking about
What
discussed this
reason
since
did
morning.
Muhammad give? What reason did
You
Muhammad
can't make
have? to send.
I'm here to ask you questions and answer to all what you have.
Okay. Hi, Farid. How are you? Farid, unmute yourself and speak up.
Hello, how are you, sir?
I am fine. You called me sir, so seems like you are not a Muslim then.
सर प्लीज उर्दू में बात हो सकती है?
No, this is an English stream. If you want to speak in Urdu, you have to come on Saturday to my Urdu channel.
सर आप दोपहर में आए, कभी आप रात में आते लाइव, आपसे बात करने का तो बहुत मेरे मन है, लेकिन आप दोपहर में.
Redwan, are you Farid? Are you a Muslim?
यस यस.
Okay. So join my Urdu stream on Saturday at 9 p.m. Pakistan
ओके सर.
Standard Time.
सर एक टॉपिक आप रख ले, इज द बाइबल गॉड्स वर्ड, तो इस पे बात करें
Farid,
हम.
Farid, Bible has nothing to do with Islam, right?
पर
Right or
आपने
yes?
एक मिनट होल्ड ऑन.
Farid,
आपने जब भी
Farid,
आपने
let me
बात
ask you
करी
a
है.
question. Let me ask
एक
you a
मिनट
question.
सर होल्ड ऑन, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ.
Does
जवाब दे
Bible
रहा हूँ.
has
मैं
does
जवाब
Bible
दे रहा
has
हूँ.
anything
सुन
to
लो
do
सुन लो
with
सुन लो सुन लो
Quran?
सुन लो.
Sunaye.
मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ.
English.
सर इंग्लिश में तो बात नहीं हो पाएगी, उर्दू में
Then
हो
you
पाएगी.
have to come to my Urdu channel to talk with me in Urdu. Did I not tell you in the first hand?
ओके ओके सर, मैं जरूर आऊंगा इंशाल्लाह. तो आप एक
Okay.
टॉपिक रख लेना सैटरडे.
Go over there and come join me in Saturday. Man, come on, seriously speaking. Okay. So guys, that's about it. Ridwan has literally nothing to say. I'm going to give him one last chance. If he's going to tell me, did Muhammad send battle to Tabuk based on Quran chapter number 9 verse number 5 without them attacking Muhammad and his followers? If he can prove me otherwise, then we can look into his next point. Otherwise, he has been refuted from 3 different locations. All right. Do you now know and have you studied why Muhammad sent
You
people
know,
to Tabuk to fight them? Your
your dumb
internet
shit.
is
Let's
not
go to
good.
your Bible, man.
Okay, get lost. See? Let's go to the Bible. The Bible will prove that Muhammad is a false prophet, a demonic being, an idiot, and a fool who raped 9 years old girl. He cannot answer anything that I have shown today, but he needs to go to the Bible. Why do you have to go to the Bible? Does it proves in any way or form that Quran does not talk about fighting the non-Muslims? No. Bible has nothing to do with Quran. So why do you want to go to the Bible? Like how and why would you like to go to the Bible if it does not prove Quran in any way or form to be good or bad? Quran does say some things about Bible, but Bible doesn't say anything about Quran. No Indian saying. I can't have stupid people talking left right on my channel. There is a particular topic. If he cannot talk about this particular topic, then I don't need to talk to him. Siddharth is saying, Adam bhai, take a break. You had a 7 hours long live stream with Sahil earlier in this day. Apna khayal rakhein. Thank you, brother Siddharth. God bless you and thanks for your super chat. All right, guys. uh, we have seen because of this guy, we saw a couple of tafasir as well. And we, I have to, like, what were Muslimin doing to Tabuk? What was happening in Tabuk? Black Mamba, if you are not a Muslim, then you will have to leave. Black Mamba, are you a Muslim?
I'm sorry. I thought, no, I'm not a Muslim, but if he is only for the Muslim, I will leave. Okay. God bless you. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you so very much. All right, guys. Black Mamba was here, but I sent the stream and I said for Muslim only, so that they can come up and refute. And if they cannot refute, it actually means we have the exact things and there is nothing that they can reject in this particular references. And I will tell you uh, that the verses that he actually is stating was for a particular area. Rather, let's go, it should be here. Rather, it's and fight not with them at Masjid al-Haram unless they fight you there, but they attack you in 291 Allah says, excluding some people, keep prisoners, etc., and like that. Okay, whatever. So anyhow, the Ghazwa Tabuk, uh, let's see, hold on. Guys, this is Tabuk. Okay, this is Tabuk. Christy, you are showing your camera. I don't know why. You are in live stream. If you don't want to show your camera, stop your cam.
It's okay to show me. No problem, I guess.
All right, sister. Thank you. Just give me a sec. Okay, mute yourself, please. This is Tabuk. Okay, this is Tabuk. This is a small piece of land, Tabuk. Okay, this is where Makkah is. You see Makkah here? Right here. This is Makkah. Okay, this is here is Tabuk. Okay, approximately 1,000 kilometers away. Why did Muhammad send his army all the way up to Tabuk when they did nothing to Muhammad? When they did nothing to Muhammad. This shows that Quran chapter number 9 verse number 5 is exactly about fighting as offensive without any cause and without anybody who is attacking you. Okay, Sister Christy, you wanted to tell me about Indonesia and what is happening in Indonesia. Now is your time. Please place your point.
Unmute, okay.
Yes.
In here, I guess this is the peaceful place where the Muslims say that even in a war situation, even they cannot do harm to animal and trees or plantation. So I don't know. This is maybe the Rahmatan lil Alamin principle, and many non-Muslims says that Islam was spread in not in peace, like what your friend on your friend video last night when I joined it, when I did join it. Well, this is Adam. Adam, I saw your video. I saw your video on Amina's channel when a man named Pakistani, maybe I forgot. Did you remember? Do you remember? A man named Pakistani. He's a doctor, medical doctor, and he was also a murtadin or out of Islam. And then when he was out of Islam, he became a vegetarian.
Right.
Do you remember that video?
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
sister, carry on.
he did use glass. He did use a glasses. The man, the
Right.
Pakistani named. Okay, and unfortunately, when the Pakistani told about his vegetarian principle or choice, then you said about maybe I hope I remember and I don't and I am right now that you say that you must live with stick without steak you cannot live. I'm sorry. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess this is a peaceful principle. And in Islam, when I talk with them, and I guess we talk in peaceful ways, they said about my f- my Muslim friends always talk about um, if they are in war, even plantation and animal, they mustn't do harm for them. And this is a peace, I guess, peace principle.
Mm-hmm.
But also last night I said that in Islam there is still a animal sacrifice in Idul Kurban or Idul Adha. And I guess this is one of the reasons why they why my Muslim friends still in the I don't know to say still in barbar area, in barbar time, in barbar thoughts, because they still do harm to animals in their one of their religious rite or ritual.
Right, sister. Okay,
Then that's
so
why. Then that's
mhm.
why. Yes. That's why I guess that's why they are not in peace. They are not so in peace. And about then and that's why also they have that is connection that all connected with with what you show this time about the first uh, what to say, yeah, about that first those verses you show us this time.
Thank you, sister, for your support, sister. And let me give you the answer. You have a lot of background noise. If you
You're
can
welcome.
mute, I'll give you the answer on not harming the animals. Please mute. There's a lot of background noise.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So our sister just told us what the Muslims in the Indonesia tell her, and Indonesia is a Muslim country, as we all know. A lot of Muslims there. Uh, that we are told not to even hurt the animals or the plants in the war. Now the question is, in the war, what are you doing? You are fighting humans. You don't want to hurt animals? Okay. What do you eat during war? Not meat? You guys are eating meat, so you are slaughtering animals anyways, let alone slaughtering an animal during Eid al-Adha. So what about how do you eat? You still slaughter animal, but once again, oh, we do not harm them unintentionally or um, way, inhumane way. Okay, you're still slaughtering them. Plus, now you are slaughtering humans. Why? Because you were asked by Allah to go on the earth in general and fight them, except for the sacred area, means near the Masjid al-Haram, means near the Kaaba. The rest of the world, you have to go and fight them and destroy them, kill them, fight them, or they should pay jizya so that they would be humiliated. 929. Now, when you compare yourself as an ex-Muslim, so that they would be fahum zaghirun, means they should be humiliated. What is fahum zaghirun? Where is that? So they should be humiliated. Innamal mushrikun al najis. The closed, subdue the, I mean, if you therefore compensation, they lose. Severe error, jazia, etc., etc., etc. Fahum zaghirun. Why did he not translate it fahum zaghirun here? Let's see if he actually gives. See, so that they should be disgraced, humiliated, belittled, fight them, kill them until they either become Muslim or they give jizya willingly, while they get humiliated, subdued, belittled. This is what the verse of Quran is teaching you. Now, also I have shown you, as a mushrik, you are the worst creature, worse than sand, worse than rock, not even living creature. The living creature is in chapter number 8, verse number 55. You are worst of all creatures. What is your value? Nothing. It's less than a plant, it's less than a sheep, it's less than a goat, it's less than a donkey. So the fair treatment that has been bestowed upon the animals or plants or trees, they are far better than you according to the Quranic verse. That's why you have to be fair with humans, fair with animals and plants, but they cannot be fair with you, because you, as a non-Muslim, are the incense of the fire in the hell. I hope I answered your question, sister. All right, guys, with that, I will end my stream. It's already over 2.5 hours. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you so very much for your support, for your super chat, for your blessings, for your prayers. Please keep me in your prayer. Keep everyone who is fighting this noble cause and telling the truth and the reality of Islam to everyone. Please keep each and every one of us in your prayers. We need your prayers. Every one of us are working for you guys to know and learn Islam. And now we have another Neeraj Singh Saab said, what about Sahih Muslim 1744A, 1744 and 1745 ABV? I have no idea what ABV is. So let's see what these two are saying. Sahih Muslim. 1744A. Let's see. So Neeraj Singh Saab, what does it has to do with everyone? Muhammad disapproved the killing of a woman and children. Yes. At a later time, he said, keep the woman and the children, because women are your sex slave, my friend. That's all okay. Because in another word, if the woman and the children are killed, it doesn't matter as well. Okay. because during the night raid they were being killed, and that's okay. Women are supposed to be your sex slaves. This is what you have already given me, that during the night raids, this is another verse that you're reading, 1745a or b and c. It says that on the authority, Allah asked about the women and the children of the polytheists being killed during the night raids, says they are from them, they are from among them. So basically, if you capture them, apparently it looks like a contradictory hadiths, and from the apparent look, and I understand why you brought these two in context, because apparently it looks like contradiction to each other. In one hadith it says that do not kill the women and children. In the other hadith it says, yeah, if you kill them, doesn't matter. So basically it is the collateral damage. So when you are doing night raids and these women and children are sleeping in their tents and you are killing them, it simply is okay to kill them. But once you have captured them, or once you can capture them, they are your sex slaves. You can have sex with them, you distribute them, you sell them, get the money from them even after having sex with them. So they are your possessions, they are your malkal yamins. You possess them like you possess a cup, a glass, a chair. They are the ones that you use them as cash. You know, Honda CD70 in India, people say it's cash. It's the same thing. So they are your cash. Would you like to burn your cash? No. That's what Muhammad is saying. Don't burn your cash. Why are you going to destroy your cash? That's your money. That's your gold. Don't throw your gold away. Like, these women are your sex toys. Enjoy them, capture them, don't kill them. But if you kill them during night raids, so be it. They are polytheists. If they get killed during a night raid, so be it. Doesn't matter. They are the worst of all creatures anyways. So I hope I answered your question. All right, guys. I think there is no more questions at this moment. I did not want it stream to be filled with non-Muslims, and otherwise it would have been very long. So I needed to end it. I had a very long day already. May the Lord bless you and keep every one of you safe.
Allow me to correct some things. I am a male. You said you call me sister, so I am a
Oh, your
brother.
name was, sorry, your name was Christy. So sorry, my bad, brother.
No, I use kritisi. Kritisi,
Oh,
you know, in Indonesian it means criticize. Criticize,
oh,
and I mean,
oh.
yes, criticize, and then what is it? G. I said G. Tanda tanya. Question mark. Criticize, question mark, and omnivore. I know you know omnivore, eh?
No, I do not know omnivora. I have no idea how to read Indonesian, so you have to tell me.
Omnivore, carnivore, carnivore, and then what else? Herbivore. Don't you know that words? Those words,
No,
I mean.
no, brother, I don't
Oh,
know what
okay.
omnivora means. Are you talking about omnipresent?
No. It connected with menu or foods. Any foods from people eat meat or non-meat. They call omnivore. But if people
Okay.
only herbivore.
Means
And also, Indonesian is not Islamic country, but yeah,
there are many
Republic.
Muslims
We
there.
are yeah, very many, and most maybe the biggest Muslim population in the world, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
know
not
there are a lot of Muslims there, but thanks you for telling me that they are not. It's not a Muslim country. Thank you for fixing me, and
yes.
sorry about that.
We
I when I read your name, it says Kristine. Christy, and I just thought that it's a female name. But thank you for showing that it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Criticism
sorry.
is
I'm sorry. I
Christy.
used to. Okay, thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
for this
brother. Thank you.
opportunity.
God bless you, and thank you so very much
Okay.
for being here. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Once again, brother, I'm extremely sorry for mixing the gender. I just tried to figure it out from your name. My bad on that. All right, guys. With that, I'm gonna end my stream. Uh, Once again, this is the third time I'm trying to end my stream, and yeah, it's a boo boo moment for me. I'm sorry to my brother. Uh, yeah, I'm so sorry for my brother to mix the gender. My bad. Didn't mean that. Means eat anything. Okay, so omnivoraro, it means eat any meat or anything. All right, guys, thank you so very much. Have a blessed day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Black Mamba, I will gonna take you live some other day where we have a better time to talk. It's already too late, and I'll open my streams one day for all of our non-Muslim friends to join in and have a good gupshup, a good talk, a good communion. So I'm gonna do that very soon. In the meantime, have a blessed day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Yeshua Akbarul Azim.